Good morning, guys. Can you believe this is a stream? Because of the drought, it's all dry. It hasn't rained here in Bindoy for quite a while. Bindoy is my native town, located in the Philippines. Bindoy, Negros Oriental. It's a couple of hours drive from Dumaguete City. But as you can see, the soil is really dry. And it's not the normal kind of dry. The soil becomes powdery, so it's kind of powder dry. Or some would say that the soil has become sandy. There's only a few plants that are remaining. And look at our previously very lush and green tomato plants. They have become wilted, and only a few plants are green. Last week it was 10% that were green. This week, I would say only 5% are left. The Madre de Agua, they're doing okay, but not gonna harvest their leaves yet because look at that. Some leaves are even wilting on the plant. Oh, but this might be due to the kanang ilahang daob. I hope it is sa daob. Okay, if it is because of the heat, then saon na lang. There might be a lot of these Madre de Agua, or also known as Trichantera. But we call it here in the Philippines as Madre de Agua. My luya plant, or known as ginger, they're not doing so good, but hopefully they'll do better once the rain comes. Even this, our dwarf coconut, under all this pile of coconut palm leaves are the the ripe fruit, or the the right age. They're brown so that they can be turned into seed and planted in the next rainy season. But sad to say, I don't see any tops sprouting. So I don't know if they go dormant when there's a drought, or it's just that they couldn't form their seeds well enough because of the lack of water. That's why it's not growing. But hopefully, I'm hoping and praying that when the rain comes, those dwarf coconuts are gonna germinate. So our kangkong, we're down to 10%. Not really. I think more or less 3% of our kangkong is only producing because most of the kangkong has already died. So the ones we're leaving right here, we're gonna use these guys as seed for the rainy season. Okay, guys, thank you. And that's it. Even the palia or the bitter gourd are starting to wilt. So I hope the rain comes soon, because if it doesn't, it's really gonna be a problem. Most of the plants here in Bindoy are starting to wilt. And the only thing we can do is pray that the rain comes, especially the coconuts, the sugar canes. Coconuts are much hardier than the sugar canes. Uh, People from the mountain or the higher elevations or provinces say that their sugar canes are starting to wilt. And that's a bad thing because a lot of people rely on their sugar cane crop to provide for them for their yearly income. And I am one of them. So I'm hoping that the rains are gonna come. Okay, guys, thank you for staying with us. And this is our lifestyle, Lipay lifestyle. So it's quite a hot morning, but besides the drought, we also had. I've also learned that the talinum or amaranth, they might be called amaranth plant or spinach plants, are actually doing better than expected. And also, there's a native bee colony that has come here yesterday. I'm gonna try to take a look. If they're still there, they are at the back of Lucy, our resident Doberman. Gonna try to see if they're still here. They're supposed to be in that hole. I don't see any coming in and out. That is a bad sign. They were supposed to be here yesterday. I don't see any sign of them. I think they left. Oh boy, that's sad. I was really looking forward to have a bee colony here in our garden because they're gonna be a lot of help. I hope that they didn't go too far away. Maybe they found a better nesting place. We call the local bees here in the Philippines liguan. They're half as big as European bees, but they're native bees. And they actually are less aggressive than European bees. You know why? Because European bees, when they have two queens, the two queens are gonna fight to the death. Or they might both die. If both die, the colony dies also. But here in the Philippines, our native bees do not fight. When there are two queens, they half the nest. If there's 1,000 bees, the new queen will get 500 workers and soldiers, and the old queen will also get 500 workers and soldiers. And the new queen is gonna leave the nest and make a brand new colony. So that's why I was hoping to have one of these colonies here in my garden, but I I don't know where they went. Hopefully somewhere near. Okay guys, that's it. Lipay Lifestyle signing off.